What kind of idiot ruins all his challenges halfway through the first? Yes, baby. Tied it, baby. They jinxed it. Sorry, everyone. I'm watching the Dodger late Yankee game, and Mookie Betts just tied the game. Hey, babe, you got a package. Yeah, words like they gave me a compelling offer usually mean it wasn't good enough. Chris Caps. God, Doncic is playing like pure dumpage. Thank you, Jay. I haven't been able to, believe it or not, I never pay attention to the blocking stuff on here. So I got to find out how that works. There you go, Doncic. Stop talking to the ref and win the game, you jackass. They must have put more wax on the floor. Everybody's sliding. Porzingis. Poor dingus. All right, so if Doncic starts making those shots, then that would help the Dallas Mavericks. Oh, great. Allen's here. That's all they do in Boston. Just shoot threes. That's all they do. Holiday, celebrate. Hi, how are you? It's so funny, Alan. Why is that funny? Gordon Hayward's long lost twin brother. Jesus, this is the longest first quarter in the history of NBA of the NBA. Jesus Christ, everybody's the greatest thing that's ever lived in the history of the NBA. More hyperbole from these no talent hack announcers. I don't know about that hairdo though. Hair needs to go. Looks like somebody came in the middle of the night and just scraped his head, and no one told him. Yeah, challenge it. Let's just make sure the first quarter lasts 1 hour. Gafford acting like he got hit by shrapnel. All that so that they can keep missing free throws. Bad coaching. Uh-oh. Another homer. Sorry, guys. I'm watching the Dodger game, too. Teoscar Hernandez is destroying the Yankees in the Bronx. Maybe. I didn't like the word that Mr. Hurley used. Compelling. The hell does that mean? Compelling.
Yeah, that means he's staying at UConn. That's what that
Maybe
means.
he's one of those guys that trolls.
No, I don't think he trolls. I just think they botched it again.
He might as well have just said they did their best. I appreciate their offer.
Yeah, exactly.
Which means we gotta hire this nut
Numbnut.
sack
Yeah,
that's talking.
that's correct.
If they announce it at midnight Pacific Standard Time, we're getting on right after for our Aussie crowd. Jay, how do you ban people on here? I've moved the thing. This says delete or report message. What the hell does that even mean?
I don't think you can, Joe. But so I'll make a comment. Okay.
All right, go ahead. Make a comment and let me see what I can do.
Yep.
Because Turd War is next. So I want to try on that troll.
So hover over my comment, just with the right. Do you see the three dots?
Yeah.
Hit the three dots.
I can't do it on my phone though, can I?
I don't know. No, we have the delete function, Alan.
Hides. What the hell's Hide gonna do for me? Hide all messages?
You simp. When you hit the three dots, what do you see?
I can't hit the three dots on my phone. It just slides.
Then get on a computer, dummy.
I'm not doing it.
Get on a computer.
Oh, now I know. Yeah, I got it now. Sean, thanks for not helping at all. I mean, not even like a little bit.
You're welcome.
Luka Doncic. Yeah, we're done. We're about done with this, Jay. I'm sorry it's taking this long, but I'm done. I'm not even gonna talk about it because I'm this it's over.
We'll take care of it, JSJ.
Who's JSJ?
Joe, do the world a favor. Go
Shut
to
up.
your local deli, buy a 15-inch kielbasa and swallow.
I don't do that kind of stuff.
Well, maybe you should attempt to.
You ever been slapped by a kibasa?
Never.
Well, I'll make sure that happens one day. Nice pass there, bud. Luca.
I'll see your kielbasa and you raise you a cinder block.
Yeah. Got plenty of those in my stables.
Nice. It's a great workout too. I use them for weight training.
I've never worked out with center blocks.
Never?
Never. Except carrying them, if you want to call that a workout. Come on, asshole. Strike out like you normally do when it matters.
You put them on the inside of the tires. It makes for a great workout.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Alan, yeah, I'm gonna use a quote for this dickhead that he would relate to, but he wouldn't understand. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. And that's what this 15-year-old punk doesn't understand, so.
Oof.
Yeah, that dude Dave Pinglor doesn't think he's coming, so he's usually right about this shit.
Who?
His name's Dave Pinglor. He's a sports anchor on KTLA. He's the one who said that Kawhi was going to sign with the Clippers, and no one else did until he did. And he's also the one who said LeBron was going to sign with the Lakers. So he's pretty in the know as far as NBA sources are concerned. He said one of his sources told him there's no way Dan Hurley's going to take the job. You know what the big problem was, Joe? Do you know why? Do you know what he likely wouldn't have accepted the offer anyway? But you know what the big issue was?
What?
They didn't bring his wife.
You know what? I'm about done with this wife bullshit when it comes to work. We're looking for a coach. We're not looking for a holy matrimony. Okay? I'm sick and tired of this goddamn freaking bullshit. We need a guy. We need a coach. They offer you $100 million. What? That was an insult because they didn't call his wife. His wife's not the coach. Keep the personal shit at home. If that guy is being rung around by his wife, then do you really want him coaching your team?
So those are two separate issues. These people have lived on the East Coast their whole life. He's from Jersey.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And now Mark Stein is reporting that that Jay Wright is a candidate now for the Lakers job.
My dream might be coming true, Sean. If we end up with Jay Wright, I am going to.
Would you suck a
we
dick,
end up
Joe?
with Jay Wright, I am going to freaking go nuts.
Would you suck a dick, Joe?
I don't do that gay shit. What's the matter with you?
For Jay Wright. Well, what would you do? Would you scream at the top of your lungs?
No.
Well, what would
Why
you
would I
do?
scream?
What would you do? You just said, if Jay Wright became the head coach, I would, and then you
I
didn't
told
say
you I was going to go
anything.
nuts.
Joe would scream in a manly way.
Have you seen Jay Wright? Does Jay Wright look like he's 62?
No, he looks like he's in his 50s. Tall and skinny guys age pretty well.
Hey, Alan, another dumb comment like that, and your ass is going to get banned.
That has to be put to vote. I vote Alan stays.
1-0, me.
I vote Alan stays.
What do you mean what happened to the tough skin? Shit.
He only retired 2 years ago. If he's still got an itch for it, now would be the time to. Gerald,
What's up, Magic Man? How you doing, man?
I'm still very tired, but I'm all right, man.
Okay. I thought you might go back to the hospital after you started talking to Joe. I was worried about you, but okay. Glad everything's good. All right. I'm glad you're feeling better, my friend. I'm rooting for you, wishing you all the best. So
Appreciate it, man.
JSJ, what did you do to Cool Bro? I had to speak to Cool Bro too. So what's going
Who
on?
cares?
You two were nasty. Yeah, I know you say don't. Who cares? You two were nasty to each other after I left yesterday. Of course, teacher's gone. Students, kids.
No, this needed to happen a long time ago. I'm done with it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
They don't want to win.
What the hell's this idiot doing?
Which one?
Doncic. Missed it every damn free throw.
So what is Wojnarowski saying?
Oh my God, these guys suck.
He went to a Billy Joel concert. He's made up his mind. One way or the other.
So he'll make his decision. Yeah, I just saw that from Woj. So he'll make his decision one way or the other tomorrow. Okay. There you go. think he got tired of having his shot blocked by the Celtics. Is that traveling magic or is that just me?
Oh, it looked like traveling to me, Gerald.
It's okay. Yeah. Hurt the Celtics. That's all I care about. Their defense suffers when Kleba's in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's their 5.
Rest in peace, Chet Walker. That was hell of a
very
run.
sad. So is Brown now the best player on Boston?
Who cares?
Who can't use his left hand? He is. He's the best right-handed.
No, because of those comments Kid made in the press conference the other day.
I don't think so.
Prisoners of the moment. Somebody has a couple good games. All of a sudden, he's the greatest thing that ever lived.
I think
Just let it go.
Now maybe Kid was trying to be smart, trying to divide a wedge between those two.
Mm-hmm. It's usually how it works with him. Divide and conquer.
Boy, their offensive rebounding is bad on Dallas right now.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Boston didn't have cheerleaders.
Every NBA team does.
So
Red
Joe
Auerbach must be churning in his grave.
Did you say churning in his grave?
Yes, churning.
You said churning.
CHURNING.
Churning?
Churning.
So Joe, what happened
Especially when he's got
Summer Game Fest? You cannot say Games Fest like I just did earlier on my show.
You mean the Gorilla Collective?
What happened?
We won.
We won? Okay. I didn't see any news or reports on it. I looked for it.
That is likely the weirdest comment Joe Soro has ever made on playback.
Oh, I'm talking about if it hit the news wires. It didn't.
Red Auerbach is churning in his grave.
Hit the news? What kind of news would it hit?
I mean, was it? It wasn't announced on or wasn't updated on IGN or look on as far as
What would be announced?
Oh, you said you had a new trailer that you're going to debut at Summer Games.
Oh, the trailer. No, the trailer's not out yet. It'll be out soon though.
Then why did you go to Summer Games Fest or Game Fest?
Talk to execs.
Okay.
And we did.
Well, there you go.
But the tentative release date is July 19th.
And you didn't showcase your trailer there?
No.
Okay.
We must have bad marketing.
You guys do have bad marketing.
The thing is, we couldn't afford $350,000 to put to it.
Oh, we'll see. Oh, so there's a price to it. Okay.
Yeah.
So much for
Everybody's
being
got a
indie.
price.
So much for Jeff Keighley being indie developer friendly.
Everybody's got to pay.
Well, he had a bunch of people that
Okay. I see how it is.
but no one ever does because they're just talkers. Talk.
Let's see.
Drop, you bitch.
Nightcap with Joe Soro. Well, I'm good to see you up and around, Sean. I'm really happy, man, for that. I'm thankful that you're okay. So
Appreciate it, Gerald. The throat's not as scratchy as it was yesterday. Darren Waller retires from the NFL.
Yeah, he got beat up. I think the tight end position might be the most debilitating position now, even above the running back.
I agree. That's why it's so hard to plan out in fantasy football.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if Travis Kelce three-peats. He'd retire right after. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He goes out on a three-peat. I think that would be fitting.
It's so
Luka
slow.
Doncic.
It's not like, guys, it's not like he's moving very quickly or anything like that. It just, the defense is so slow to react.
He's never moved quickly. That's his
Just
game.
casually goes, and yet he still has plenty of time to put that off, to put that up.
That was terrible defensive situations right there. And is Kyrie going to show up in this finals, or is he just going to be an ornament on a tree?
I love how they
or is he just going to be or is he just going to be a mask on a head?
I love how they said, "Oh, he's downgraded to questionable today." You knew Luka was going to play.
No one is marketable in Hollywood anymore.
Rob Gronkowski is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Then how does he keep getting commercials, Joe?
That's not Hollywood.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I have said entertainment? Should I have been a little bit more specific
Oh,
Well,
for
we'll
you?
see if Glenn Powell is
thank you.
marketable because
Don't ever
Don't ever what?
difference between
I'm not
those
going to
two.
say I'm disagreeing with you, Joe. We'll see with Glenn Powell's the latest star they're trying to push, so we'll see if he does well in Hitman on Netflix, and then Twisters when they come out with that. So we'll see if he's able to ride those. I may have to disagree with you there because they've been pushing him pretty hard since Top Gun Maverick.
Who?
Glenn Powell.
Oh. Yeah, he's so entrenched in the entertainment world, he moved to Texas.
No, I'm just saying that you're talking about marketing, and it's as far as no one is marketable Hollywood. I'm not 100% sure on that.
No one is marketable in Hollywood because there are things that you have to abide to now, and no one wants to do it. You have to grow a third arm out your ass, and you have to have a hair a certain way. Otherwise, you're not gonna click.
No one's noticed my room flare yet. That's funny.
No way, he's safe. Oh, you dumb shit.
Exactly,
hell were you
JSJ. I
doing?
have no idea who they're talking about.
I think he's watching the Dodgers Yankees simultaneously. Magic.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the gentleman's name you guys were mentioning earlier.
Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
From Top Gun Maverick. He was the co-star of Top Gun Maverick, and he did Anyone But You, which was a hit this past Christmas, and actually, yeah. So yeah, he's the leading man, girls swoon over him type deal. So
wait, what happened?
No, I'm just letting him know who Glenn Powell.
You have to be a pretty good-looking man to be called Glenn and be marketable in Hollywood. It's like having the first name Keith.
Ooh, got it blocked.
What the hell does that mean, Sean? Glenn?
What?
Well, at least it's not as bad as it was last game for Dallas.
There are certain strong names, Joe. Lance, Bruce, Julie. And then there are others that are not, like Keith and Glenn.
Sydney Sweeney Allen.
What the hell is Euphoria, Alan?
Euphoria is a show on HBO. It stars Sydney Sweeney and Zendaya. It's actually okay.
Who's Zendaya?
You don't know who Zendaya is?
No.
I thought you knew your TV shows and movies.
I'd like to think I did, but obviously I don't.
From the Spider-Man movies, from Dune Part 1 and 2.
I know who Zendaya is. I was just screwing with that.
You're just missing. Well, I can't tell. You've got the mask on, so no one can tell.
I know.
Wouldn't it be great if you could take that right now? You could fly on a plane to Atlantic City or Vegas and just go to the tables right now. Go to the poker tables. Yeah, read my face now, sucker.
Are you allowed to do that, Gerald?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they would ask you to leave. Unless everybody could wear masks. Now, if everybody at the table could be given the option to wear masks, that would be different.
That would be different. But see, it's really strange. They're allowed to wear like headphones, like those huge earmuffs.
Oh yeah,
headphones.
Yeah.
Sunglasses. Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to wear sunglasses either.
You know, it's all about the reading of the eyes. Mm-hmm. See, that's you're trying to read. It's not about when you get to that level. It's not about reading. It's not about the hand
it's
that you
tells,
have. It's reading your opponent's face.
That's right.
I told my youngest daughter, I said, you know, I'm not trying to encourage you into gambling, but she has a great poker face. You have no idea what she's actually thinking, what she thinks. It's so funny because she's deadpan too. So it's like, oh man.
Is that more after you or more after no?
I think a little more after my wife. Although,
okay,
yeah, a little more after my wife.
All right.
So maybe.
I'm more expressive.
Yeah, me too.
What the hell is this stupid show? Seriously, you're telling me Red Auerbach right now in his grave, seeing this, going, "What the hell did they do to my team?"
I love the fact that he gets this for free and he gets access to it that the normal consumers out there can't see. And he is just completely. Where is Nick, man? That's just so funny.
The most disgusting show I've ever been to was an Usher concert. I was there for 5 minutes. It was disgusting. You had a bunch of 14-year-old girls in the crowd. 13 and 14-year-old girls.
Mm-hmm. I'm not even gonna go there.
What's up, Bucks, Rays, Bolts? Do you think Dan Hurley is coming or not? He's asking. Because tomorrow
Doesn't look like it.
No,
doesn't.
I don't think so.
The more time he sits on it, the less chance it's going to happen. Bucks, Rays, Bolts.
Penn Jillette is a really smart guy.
What's up, Pale Fox? Yes, you are correct on that. Magic Man.
Who are you talking to?
We're talking
we have
to
a
each
YouTube
other.
channel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We also have a Facebook channel that's being here too, but we don't get much. We get a lot of people. The only time that they pop in is for the Lakers games.
Jesus, I gotta mute this shit.
Well, I mean, David Copperfield once made the Statue of Liberty disappear, so he's got that on them disappearing a cow.
He's got something else he would like to have disappear right now in his life.
That's funny, Gerald.
Sort of legal issues he would like to have disappear.
Mm-hmm.
That way. JSJ says Dan Hurley or Jay Wright. Well, Joe's always been the Jay Wright guy. So, yeah, Alan. He made the Statue of Liberty disappear. Yes.
How?
It was a TV. Wasn't it a TV special? Magic Man, if I.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Where did it go?
Because he's an illusionist, Joe. It's called sleight of hand, dickhead.
It's called shut your mouth.
Or what? Gonna come all the way to Canada and shut it up?
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen.
That's a pretty lame joke, Alan. Try again. God, is this music ever going to end? That's another really bad one, especially considering he's dead.
He's trying. I give Alan A for effort.
Italian moms don't threaten; they follow through. That's 0 for 3. You're done for the night, Alan. Sorry. If you do a fourth one, you're gonna get banned the rest of the night. Sorry, just that's the path you chose.
I just want to know what the offer is to Dan Hurley. I just want to know, why would he need to be on the fence? Did the Lakers not give him what has been reportedly offered out there? Is it just a smokescreen? They offered him almost like $5 to $7 million, or did they actually overbid like they need to in this situation? I just want to see how they played out. Did Rob play out his best hand?
Mm-hmm.
And JSJ, if we don't, we're going to get the podcaster.
Joe's wrong about it. Joe's wrong about Italian moms, by the way.
But you're right on JSJ. You're right. They are the Lakers fans. And the
What do you
Lakers
mean I'm
are
wrong?
clowned. We are going to get clowned if he says no.
You are wrong.
You're wrong
About what?
about everything. French toast sucks. It's bread with syrup and powdered sugar.
I'm not even going to dignify that comment with a response.
Because you know what. Jersey Shore is a cast of dinkuses with hair
Dink
gel.
eye. It's dink eye, not dinkuses. It's dink eye.
Dinkus.
Dink eye.
Dink eye in your face.
Joe, that was so inappropriate. By the way,
What?
Flaming Cheetos suck.
They're great. They're terrible for you, though.
You have no taste buds, so of course they taste good to you.
Yeah. Jersey Shore. That's your source, Alan? Jersey Shore?
And what kind of toast do you think do you make French toast with, Joe?
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So shut your pie hole. You think Wonder Bread is French toast? It's not French toast.
When the hell did I say that?
You said French toast sucks. It's just
Yeah.
bread, eggs, and milk.
So?
So you don't expand your taste buds, and that's why you like Flaming Hot Cheetos.
How about I expand your face?
Now that you could do with a punch.
Dude, this is the longest halftime in NBA history. What's going on here?
Does it just feel that way because they pack in like 38 commercials now? JSJ, you're all over the place. Rock Toast, Dan Hurley. Center yourself back to us, bro. And cinnamon French toast is delicious.
Well, this is the game they've
Cinnamon.
got to get them. Tatum is not shooting well today, so.
And it tastes better than cinnamon toast crunch.
He never shoots well in the finals.
I'm going to have to wear this mask for another 2 weeks, aren't I?
Probably.
Hey, was it 115 degrees today?
Yes. Actually, that was yesterday. Today was not as hot.
Huh?
Yesterday was 115. Today, it got towards 102, I think. Yeah.
So, why didn't Jeannie put "Stay Hurley" signs when he was leaving?
Because he was never a Laker to begin with, so why would he need to stay?
Meant to stay in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Don't answer me questions like that with a condescending tone.
Stone Hansen just replied on Twitter to Adrian's Wojnarowski's news that going to decide on Monday. He said Stone Hansen said if Hurley does not accept, the Lakers have royally butchered this coaching search by letting the wrong things leak.
Exactly,
Well,
JSJ. I thought if he had stayed in Los Angeles for the weekend, that might have been able to change his mind. Yeah.
how are you supposed to stop a leak when the father of the guy you're trying to hire?
We don't know the nature of the leak and who gave that information to Woj yet.
Kind of looks like though when Woj wrote the book on the father Hurley that, yeah, that's how.
Yeah, that means there was.
And then Woj got the update from Dan Hurley himself that he's going to make the decision on Monday.
Yes, but we're not talking about the leak. That
the Shams has been like eerily quiet since he effed up on this.
So is Buha.
Yep.
I don't know why these guys are relevant.
Because apparently the amount of Twitter, I keep calling it Twitter, the amount of X followers you have.
Call it Twitter.
is directly linked to somehow a form of relevancy. Lakers are zeroing in on JJ Redick. Hansel. We're calling him Hansel Redick.
Hansel. 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 They couldn't have found an uglier model, too. Owen Wilson.
I don't know. You could have went with Vince Vaughn.
No, Owen was perfect for that. Perfect.
You're talking about Zoolander?
I guess they could have used his brother, too. Yeah. I think they could have
Zoolander
used
1
his
was so
brother,
good.
too. But
Luke Wilson is pretty cool, actually.
He's in that new Kevin Costner film.
he his responses in Old School were funny, even though he wasn't really. His range is kind of limited, but
He's a comedic actor, yeah.
That was just a dumb play by Luca.
When Vince Vaughn was wanting to open up for three, he's like, dude, no one goes to school here. Oh man, Kyrie is playing like Jason Tatum right now. All that ass kissing by LeBron and all these sycophants every time somebody has a good week or a year. Oh my God, I miss playing with Kyrie. And ever since then, we're missing Kyrie. He's been missing this whole series so far.
Jason Tatum showing up to the game wearing a jacket and no shirt like Butch Lewis.
Who?
Google Butch Lewis.
Oh, that guy.
Gotta hit that.
That's what she said.
Oh, that was a terrible pass.
That's the best comment you've had all night, Alan. Let's not be here all day. That was it. You should probably leave now. Go out on a high note because everything else was really low. Geez, 6 free throw misses.
That's your game right there so far.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. So is the hairstyles in the NBA now to show your forehead, like you're balding on purpose?
Who are you referring to?
I think he's talking about Lively Magic.
Hmm. I gotta say, I I'm rooting for Derek Lively as a person.
Why?
Dude just lost his mother. Before,
When?
as the playoffs started, she died.
Ugh.
So
That really blows.
hmm she got sick. It happens.
Nightcap set up.
He's a good dude. Are you still on a diet, Alan?
Arnold's doing State Farm commercials. That's what it comes to.
We
Wow.
can't.
Hollywood is dead.
Well, COVID really hit it hard, right?
Can't keep blaming everything on COVID. It's
I'm
called
just
stupid
asking a
people.
question. I
No,
didn't.
you will listen to the
ask
answer.
for a footnote.
You listen to the answer and you sit down while you're doing it.
I am sitting down.
Exactly. Jesus Christ.
Is it a new shirt, Gerald?
Yeah, got it in Maui.
Very nice.
Trying to
Was
stay
that
Maui
teal?
strong.
What is
Maui
that,
strong.
teal?
Pardon?
Is that a teal?
Yeah, that's a tealish type color. So yes.
I like teal.
Okay. Got a chance to pick up some nice shirts in Hawaii. So
Nice.
couldn't find the right Lahaina strong one. I was really hoping to find. I know some people wearing it there, but and I got one, but I really wanted to find a nicer one that they just didn't seem to have it there. Just had some basic stuff only. So
Is that area still kind of closed off to
yeah,
the public?
there's part of it's open, but there is the residential areas and some shopping areas that were once thriving are still burned down, but they are in the process of what's the best part about this, if there's anything you could say about it, is that there are parts that are currently being rebuilt, which the funds and the donations people have given, like I did, like I was hoping that we could all get together and do, but only
Yeah.
Empire Jeff responded on as far as these Laker channels are
Yeah.
concerned. Yeah, the donation dollars are starting to be put to use on it. So there are homes and living places that are being built in the community. But you can still see the devastation. There is cordoned off areas that are not accessible to the public that are still very visible to see what kind of damage was done. That's
it's terrible.
and it's heartbreaking. I do have memorials in more than one area there to honor the passing. So of quite a few individuals there. So yeah.
Yeah, I heard there was some slumlords shortly after that had happened. We're trying to swoop in and
Always. Always.
I don't want to do your dirty work no more.
What?
That was just a terrible pass. I sent out the link and then answered your question, Joe.
You know what that's from, you cheeky San Diegoan.
San Diegoan. San Diegon.
Aegon?
Yeah. No, I'm just repeating another line.
San Egon. Like the Ghostbuster character. San Diego.
These guys
Which
can't
means-
make an open shot to save their life.
In Spanish, which means a whale's vagina.
Doesn't it mean Saint Diego?
No.
No.
We're pretty much all his. I know Steve Carell's script was basically ad-libbed. Was Will Ferrell's as well?
Most of the time, yeah, they'll go off.
Yeah.
So is Kyrie gonna play basketball tonight?
Doesn't look like it.
Nope.
Is LeBron gonna tweet how he misses him when they get swept? That guy's such a freaking chode sometimes. Jesus.
Who?
LeBron James. He talks like a fake chick.
A fake
Everybody
chick.
knows those fake chicks, the two-faced fake chicks.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
I dated a couple of them. You have no idea how good mean women are in other areas, Joe. Let's just say that.
What the hell is this?
Hey Gerald, can we put a petition forth to actually ask them not to raise the in-season tournament banner next year? Can we do away with that? Can they put it in the closet?
Do you think they would listen?
No.
Who?
Then why go to the effort?
Just general principle, I guess.
It's Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of Kurt Affair lately. Or Search and Destroy, you're right.
Well, hopefully Search is doing okay.
You're agreed.
Oh, another miss. Wow, what a surprise.
What the heck was
What the
that?
hell was that?
A turnover.
What kind of stupid basketball is this?
Jason Kidd's
Has Kyrie
basketball.
scored yet? And this,
And a brick, another brick.
wow.
They've had wide open three after wide open three. It's like the Lakers shooting or something. But they're still leading, Alan. Dallas is choking.
They're Linda Lovelaceing the NBA Finals, Gerald.
That's a throwback reference there, to say the least.
I guess you could also say they're John Wayne Bobbiting the NBA Finals.
And of course, you sit your top player down.
Well, he's got to rest, you know. He's not going to play 48 minutes.
Nope. ISO ball.
Get used to it with JJ Redick. Hey, Gerald, is it true that because of the Peacock deal, a lot of these WWE legends don't get royalty checks anymore?
No, they don't get checks as large as they once did. That's correct. Because remember, it was all based off in the past DVD and VHS sales. A lot of their deals in the past.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I heard Jim Cornette saying he doesn't get any checks from them anymore.
I think he gets a small residual. I think is what he said. It's like it's in the cents, the dollar and the low dollars. I think at best. But you're right. He does get a very, and most of them get a very small amount because again, it's based off of DVD sales, other sales. Streaming isn't really factored into the mix. So.
Do you find him humorous, Gerald?
I do listen to him quite a bit.
Okay, all right.
I do find some of his opinions incorrect.
He's always
Right.
whining, but he's funny.
He's funny.
But he is one of the greatest wrestling managers of all time. Anybody says differently, I would take issue with that. So.
You should listen to his recent podcast where he talks about how the power went off in all of Kentucky.
Okay.
It's a really good rant. It's very, very funny.
Yeah, he's very liberal with those F-bombs, that's for sure. So they're wasting a great game from Doncic.
Mm-hmm. If you go into the fourth quarter down by more than 10, say goodnight. They're not even
What if it's
making Tatum work defensively at all.
What if it's in Australia and it's in the morning though?
What? What?
What?
What?
Speak English and what?
Why the are you mentioning Australia?
Because
Who brought up Australia, Joe?
I did.
Yeah, why?
Because I wanted to. Oh, look, another missed free throw.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man graduated from San Diego State University, and this is what the University of America produce. Unlike Gerald, who's actually educated.
M24 says, Shauna, that mask is tripping me out.
Well, I made a guarantee that I'd wear it until Lakers got a coach. And to all those members who haven't seen my face yet, just watch previous episodes and because I don't have anybody to demask me either, which is kind of a luchador tradition, as Gerald knows. Usually if you lose your mask, it's because somebody takes it.
Boy, you just served that up for Porzingis. That couldn't have been an easier block if he asked for it.
Sam Hauser looks like a descendant of Elmer Fudd.
See, this guy that he shoots 50% from three during the season. Then they forget about him in the playoffs, and then they dust him off when in case of emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, the Mavs are almost defensive rebounding as bad as the Lakers do.
Mm-hmm. Very similar, Gerald.
Will we go live tomorrow morning if we hear the news, Joe?
Joe left.
Oh, he got tired of you?
I'm not sure what happened, but probably. Oh, let's enjoy the last, Gerald.
Yes, absolutely. The quiet, yes. I'll be like him that made the comment earlier, which I still remember. Oh, it's so much nicer in the podcast without Joe. Of course, they hit the shot.
Joe's that friend that you have on a long road trip that you leave at a rest stop.
Luck of the Irish. And he pushed off too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he has been destroying Joe for like 30 minutes.
Joe rage quit.
That would be so funny. Yeah, that Joe seems to me the guy like we all convince him to buy a game. Let's take like Call of Duty. We all convince him to buy a Call of Duty. Come on, Joe, you got to get involved with this, man. Yeah, it's been great. It's a lot of fun, man. We're playing multiplayer, man. Yeah. Deathmatch, man. It's really fun. Team deathmatch, yeah. Then I could see him like after about half an hour just rage quitting.
This, yeah.
I don't know about that, JSJ.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Joe has his limitations. So, Gerald, both teams are shooting a combined 12 of 52 from three.
I know, it's pathetic.
It's an awful game.
And they're getting open
Wide
looks
open
too.
looks. He's pretty steady offensively when he's not forcing up shots.
Yes. But yeah, right now it's all Luka for Dallas, and there's no support.
So Gerald, we'll play a little game, okay? It's called Stay or Leave. Okay, I'm gonna give you the name of an NBA player, and you tell me whether he stays with his current team or whether he leaves. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Lauri Markkanen,
Leaves.
Giannis,
Stays.
Isaiah Hartenstein,
Leaves.
D'Angelo Russell,
Leaves.
DeMar DeRozan,
Stays.
Trae Young,
Stays.
Jimmy Butler.
Leaves.
Okay.
Adding one more, DeJounte Murray leaves.
Oh yeah, he leaves.
Zach LaVine. Chicago wants him to leave. I don't know if he can be traded. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a class song. Should I stay or should I go? Please leave.
I still think, again, the Lakers, if they're going to make the trade, which they're, because they got to have that itch to get, that superstar again, would turn another turnover by Luka. They got to get the itch for a third star. I'm still saying they should go for Ball. Sorry, Alan. They still should go for Ball. He's a big risk, but he is younger and talented and could have already worn out his welcome in Charlotte. So you are crazy, Alan. You guys want the 30-year-old plus, already over the hill, 10 knee surgeries like Zach LaVine.
Mm-hmm.
You are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, LeVar Ball, he's like, so what, 2018 Magic Man, 2019?
Yeah, he's been kept at arm's length away from both the Bulls and the Hornets
Exactly.
franchises.
He's a voice of the past. He has no more relevance.
No,
anymore.
Big Baller brand went the way of Enron.
That was, and he went right along with it.
Yep.
You guys want LaVine, which we'll talk about this summer, and all the other guys, Trae Young and all that. It'll take up all of our assets, or in this case, LaVine, a super bad contract. You guys all want that. And I'm not saying Ball's a good contract. He's not, but at 24, he has a chance to make it a better contract than he does these guys. So. Why don't we draft and develop players? Oh, that's a good question. The Lakers don't do that. I just said if the Lakers get the itch, because they get the itch for the big name, as you have seen this team. They don't like developing players. I would rather them do it the Oklahoma City way, where they've got all these assets by the end of the decade, where they've got this young team that to do it. But you said you don't want to give up Anthony Davis. You said you don't want to give up LeBron James. I mean, you don't want to give up. You want this team the way it is and build around them. You can't have it both ways. This team with its current roster cannot get to where they need to get. Well, I'm good luck on getting that done unless he wants it done. I'd trade AD. I'm sorry. I'm for he's 32, and you are never going to get a healthier season from him for the rest of his career. The odds are statistically not in his favor. Let's just say that.
Gerald, play another game. I know you're planning on doing a kind of like a mock draft coming up, but I'm gonna give you the name of a prospect, okay?
Okay.
And you tell me star, all-star, second contract, out of the league, okay?
Oh boy, a Bronny out of league.
Okay, let's start with Risa Shea.
Reason to say, well, there is nobody like looks like a certified all star. There may be like one of this group might get to be a 1 or 2 time all star. I'd say maybe it's Risa Shea.
Okay.
If there's anybody that might get an all star appearance, but he is to me like an 18 to 20 point score in the league. I think so.
Okay.
Ron Holland, I think I'm with Stone. If anybody can break out, Ron Holland. I don't know. His overall game doesn't look great, but his scoring ability, I think it can be good.
Okay.
But that's
star, all-star, second contract, out of the league.
Second contract.
Okay.
I think he's a rotation player. I think he can be in the right team. He's a good rotation player because he has some skills. You and I were very impressed with seeing him when we saw him first.
We were.
But he needs a lot of help in order to get to where he needs to get.
So do you see so you don't see a great fit with Risa Shea and Trae Young?
Who plays defense there?
No one.
I see Risa Shea scoring 20 if that's the case. And the Atlanta maybe having the league's best offense ahead of Indiana. But does that really help your team? It depends on if they trade Murray or not. Because I think between Young and Murray that they're going to trade Murray. But I think Young is the player that they should trade because they'll get the most assets for him.
Okay, Gerald. Stephen Castle, Reed Shepard. Star, all-star, second contract, out of the league.
Second contract.
Okay.
For both toggling out of the league.
Yeah.
I'm toggling them as 7th, 8th guys on a team because a good defender on one. Reed Shepard is a man who did a lot of things well at Kentucky, but you don't know if it's going to translate. So I'm not 100% convinced it's going to translate. I'm hoping it does. If that's the case, he's going to be a great shooter and great utility player.
We recently had
his high end Reed Shepards would be, ironically enough for me, JJ Redick.
Wow. Okay.
High end for me.
So we recently had a contrarian on the chat trail that told.
Really, that never happened.
Yeah, told Stone that when Stone said he didn't see Topic as an NBA caliber player, now we find out that he's basically got a partially torn ACL.
Oh, but his knee is fantastic. It's perfect. Everybody's going to be fine with it, according to the doctors.
Out of the league?
Out of the league. I got to see him. I got to see more. I've seen some footage on him. Some game footage, not just highlights, some game footage on him. I'm impressed with his vision and his court awareness, but I got to see more. And starting off with a knee injury to start off your career does not help your development out at all. You've got to be healthy right now. These are the years, those late teens, early 20s, when your game starts to develop more and you learn more. I mean, look at Luka. Was he 24 now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was around. No, we laugh and kid all the time about his injuries and his being out of shape and whatnot. But how many games has he played in the league?
Mm-hmm.
That's where he's learned his trade.
Another big Gerald, Zach Edey.
Oh God. Especially tied into the UConn Dan Hurley, what Dan Hurley said about him. I don't know why it's remember this was a guy that was, as I said before, he was like barely on the fringe of the second round.
That's right.
When this college season started.
Yes.
Now all of a sudden you're talking about him as a lottery pick. I'm gonna say
Sean talking about now.
I'm going to say he's out of the league.
Out of the league? Okay.
I'm hoping I'm wrong on that one.
Okay, all
Because
right.
I like the kid too. I really like the kid too.
Okay.
Who's out of the league?
No, he's telling me he prospects as far as he's rate to what I think the prospects will do. You said all-star. I forgot the categories.
Yeah, all-star, second contract out of the league. So Gerald, De Silva and Missy.
De Silva, I think, is a second contract. Missy, I want to say out of the league. I always
Okay.
worry about 7-footers. I always worry about these 7-footers.
Okay.
But teams will always take a chance because they're 7-footers.
Yep.
Yeah, Alan, you're right. Someone we don't expect will be really good. Yeah, it's so hard to tell. These analysts, Stone, these guys sometimes don't even know themselves. I mean, Giannis.
There's a reason why analysts start with anal.
Gerald, Deron Holmes, Kyle Filipowski.
Second contract.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think you're really hard pressed to find anyone that you're going to say is an all-star in this draft right off the get-go.
No, I mean, like you said, I like Reza Shea goes back to, I think, like the Kenyon Martin of his draft. He's like pretty good player, not great, not transcendent.
If they are going to be transcendent, they have not shown. No one has shown themselves to be it as a
no. And like you said, there's no defense between Reza Shea and Trae Young.
Yep. We haven't even talked about Adam Silver's comments on expansion that he made just before game 1. I was curious to hear that. It's like, well, that's not necessarily going to be in the places you might think. We're looking overseas. Okay, so you're just going to tell Las Vegas and Seattle now?
Yeah, okay.
So I believe the reason why there hasn't been an announcement is I don't think they want to trump the finals. That's why they're waiting till Monday. At least that's the word around the campfire.
If Dallas is going to win, they got to make their surge right now.
Yep.
Porzingis is laboring.
That's hold on, everybody. That's terrible.
Yep, he's laboring.
He's fine. I know he's laboring, but he's fine. He's going to still hit a couple shots. That's just a terrible shot. That is just an absolute. I would be so mad if I was watching right now.
I loved it.
So his projection is a long-term role player. You can't take Reza Shea.
Yeah, there's no one that pans out to be an all-star right now. Like I said, it's like Alan says. We don't see them yet. Nobody sees them yet. And anybody who says they do is full of it.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas has not forced the pace at all. They've gone so slow. What do you know? A semi-fast break, and then they get the easy basket. Oh, I know he's hurt, Alan, but yeah, Dallas plays slow.
That was a foul, right? They call the foul too?
No.
Why not?
It's a timeout.
That's a foul. They need to go on a 10-0 run to finish this.
Mm-hmm. That's my new room flare until the summer's over, Alan.
So, Alan, I'm not saying I would take the deal, but let me ask you this, Alan, because you poo-poo on my ball stuff.
Great pun, Gerald.
Exactly. Chicago, if they offer you Zach LaVine and a first, if they're giving you a first, I got to do trade machine. Hold on. Let me find out. I'm not saying I would like it because it does put the Lakers even higher into the tax, but if they did, Chicago's. Do you agree with me, Magic Man?
Yes.
That they're going to have to attach a first to get rid of Zach LaVine.
Yes.
Because that's 40.
Yes.
Gosh darn. I would give.
And I agree. Joe smells like old ham.
Yo, he does absolutely. Would Vanderbilt's 11 million going to kick in then? Or not?
We needed to kick in so he can trade his ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's because Zach is 40 mil.
Not for Zach, for LaVine, for God's sakes. Not this again.
Oh, you're going to hear it. I'm sorry, Joe. I don't want it. I don't want it to happen. I'm just Alan's.
It's like refried beans. You're just going to have to get used to the smell of it.
Because you are going to hear it. Gabe.
I don't have to get used to anything, buddy.
So you'd have to do something. You'd have to be something like.
Call me buddy guy.
You'd have to do Rui. I want to say.
I don't want a large Farva.
And JJS. It'd have to be like a 4-for-1 deal, unless you were doing something with D'Angelo's sign and trade. It is with Vando's new contract, Alan. If you wait until after July, Magic Man?
Yes.
Does his new contract kick in after July?
Yeah, I believe it does.
Okay.
Let me just double check.
Well, D'Lo's going to do what he wants to do as far as for the money, Alan. He's got this is his last big contract he's going to sign.
Mm-hmm.
So he might have to do. Lakers might not be able to keep him, and if that's the case, you better hope for a sign and trade so the Lakers can at least get something out of it. No, again, Vando's 11. I said Gabe 2. Add on Gabe.
Mm-hmm.
They better throw in another draft first rounder then if they want that.
Yeah,
Alan, you asked me if we were going to get Zach. I said the only way I would take is Zach and a first for those 4.
Yeah.
So if you called me up and said Zach LaVine and a first for those 4, I would be interested. That's the only way I would be interested in Zach LaVine.
Well, just because Gabe was rinsed last year doesn't necessarily mean that it projects to him being rinsed this year. I mean, it's not good. It's not good.
But the knee injuries, man.
Mm-hmm.
Health.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yeah, so Gerald, he's going to be making 15.
I didn't say it'd be good. I said it's Chicago wants to get out of his contract. Chicago wants to get away from it. Chicago's going to be making the calls this summer, Alan. I didn't say I liked the deal.
Alan, do you do remember when the Wolves traded away Andrew Wiggins, they had to attach 2 first-round picks?
This game is over, by the way.
To the Warriors to take that deal.
You asked me what it would take to even have me listen on the phone.
Mm-hmm. So, Gerald, Rui's contract is 15.7 this year, $7 million This upcoming season, 18.2 and 25-26.
Again, Magic, if this team is going to get better, and if you want them to get better, like everybody wants the quick fix right away in Lakers
Not
land.
gonna
They don't
happen.
want to build or grow or
I
do the
know.
right thing. Okay, we're just getting used to that. They want the quick fix or try to fix around the fringes or get a third star, as Joe says. Well, if you want to
Yeah,
get a third
this
star, the third star is going to have some baggage, whether it's injuries, whether it's malcontent, whether it's a high salary, it's something. It's going to be something where you hope that whatever third star that you get is going to be playing at the level of a third star. And most likely it's going to be a player that needs a reputation boost of some kind.
Mhm.
So that's why I mentioned Ball. That's why Levine's going to get tossed around. That's why all these other names of players who have been either injured a lot, have a high salary or something, because the Lakers just don't have enough assets to get a true third star right now.
There are caution flags all over.
Mm-hmm. Andrew Wiggins was young. Yeah, develop and build. You say that, but you said you wanted to build around the fringes. That's not developing building, Alan. They've got a 32-year-old asset right now in Anthony Davis that they could trade for a lot of picks and a lot of building and developing. And you say that. So you can't have your cake and eat it
Me
too, Alan.
too.
You either develop and build, like you say, by getting rid of all the old stuff and starting fresh, or you just add on to what you have, which hasn't worked out for you in 4 years. Alan, because he's a big risk. I didn't say that's why he would be eligible if he leaves. If he gets traded away from Charlotte, that's exactly the reason why they're saying in Charlotte he is a big risk. I didn't say that he wasn't a big risk. You're not getting it. You've not gotten, since I mentioned it, you've not gotten any part of it. You not understand what I've had to say in regards to Ball. You take a big risk with Ball, but the potential is there for Ball to be good, because in the brief times that he has been healthy and played at a top level, he has played at an all-star level.
Yeah, he has.
But he is often injured and he's been a malcontent. And with Miller, probably it might be the player that they want to build the team around. He might want his way out. And the Lakers, they want their third star. This is depressing.
And quite frankly, I mean, Charlotte's in a position where they really don't have leverage with anybody.
No. I think they're going to probably keep him and see how he looks with Miller. So
you are probably the poverty franchise of the NBA.
Oh yeah. Poverty in quotations, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, the big problem with a market like that, Gerald, as I don't need to tell you, is the
Does he have
television.
tassels on his sneakers?
I thought those were illegal. You can't have artifacts on them.
Kyrie.
Yeah, you can have there
He has
could be
tassels,
scribe.
Alan, on his. If you looked at that slow-mo, he has tassels on the back of his shoes or all over the base of his shoes that look almost like, I don't know. I mean, moccasins, I would say, just as a comparison.
Yeah, well, I mean, he does have Native American ancestry, so.
And that's great that he's supporting the Native American community, but wearing tassels in the middle of the NBA Finals on his shoes, I don't know if it's distraction or not. I mean, I'd have to try
Yes, Alan, he does. Alan, a lot of Black Americans have Native American ancestry.
I wasn't aware of that either. Alan. So that's news to me, but that's great. I understand it, but I didn't know tassels were allowed on shoes. So
Snoop Dogg, Alan, did a blood test, and he was found to have Native American blood.
and you're right, Alan, because Kyrie has said a lot of stuff that is very questionable. But if you take a look at his shoes, they have tassels all over it. When he's in motion, it's like flopping. It's so strange. I've never seen that before on an NBA court. But too little, too late. JSJ, are you the master of the fake comeback, if I remember correctly, or am I wrong on that? Or was it Doobie? I think it was Doobie.
Doobie. By the way, we haven't seen him in a while either.
He popped around on Monday.
Okay.
Man, these guys show the ball to the Celtics. They gift wrap these blocks.
His late mother was Native American, Alan.
This series is over.
Yep.
See, look at that. Look at that. Look at the backs of his shoes, Alan. Man, don't you guys? I mean, don't they protect the ball or anything, man? When I always went up, I always knew people were trying to get it block it on me, so I would protect it a lot better than that. I've been gift wrapping it the entire series for Boston. Yeah, it does, Alan. That's what I was saying. I mean, Native American shoes, moccasins, however you want to phrase it. Hey, okay, I guess so. I don't know if that would be distracting when you're trying to throw up a 25-footer, but I don't know, Alan. I mean, just to me, Alan and Magic. When I shot, the less distraction, the less amount of things I actually had on my person, better it was for me.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, I don't want to take that bet. He probably will. Dallas choked another one.
Yep. By the way, this I really don't. We've also played under these circumstances, Gerald, but I'm not a huge fan of that Thursday game 1, Sunday game 2.
It's based on statistical ratings.
Well, they've done it for years.
Yeah. At least it's not Sunday at 12:30.
Oh.
Yeah, you wasted a good game from Luca, man. That's yeah.
Oh,
I miss Frank. I haven't seen Frank.
Mm-hmm. Where's Frank?
Coincidence. Coinkydink.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We show up whether we win or lose, everybody.
Yes. Oh, no, I don't want to be too hard on Frank. It's a good man. All right. Thanks, everyone. Alan, do appreciate you being here. JSJ, do appreciate you being here as well. It's looking like more like the Celtics are going to get it done. So, Magic Man, are you heading over to the nightcap right now?
Yep.
I think I'm doing the same. So we're going to go ahead and start up here in just a second. And we'll talk about Dan Hurley and recap. Not much to recap. Dallas choked it, but we'll recap Game 2 of the finals here coming up here just a second on the nightcap. Thanks everybody, Jonas, and we'll see if we can come by for Game 3 of the finals on Play.